I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar. I said, hey.
Here we go. It is time for happy hour. It's the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
I am Matt Fox.
I'm August Gitschlag.
Woo, we're having a party, gentlemen.
We have some extra bodies here tonight.
You know what? Best laid plans.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
gonna
it
say.
is.
You know, we thought we had this whole thing figured out. I'm rushing across town, and
50 minutes later, we
trying to figure out
are
what's going on now. We've assembled some semblance of a show with
Avengers Assemble.
different bodies. Watch these schmucks show up.
Mhm.
I should take schmucks back, but it's just kind of like leaving us hanging here. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Hey, Augie.
Yeah.
On your right.
You're a schmuck.
Avengers. Yeah.
Oh, on your right.
Oh, yeah.
On your right. On your right.
It's actually on your left, but you know what it is.
Okay.
But we're going to be talking about some Peerless Rye whiskey
Change
today.
of plans. Change of plans. Delicious change of plans.
Regular fill-in host with us today,
Yes.
Spencer. Hey,
Spencer Burke, how you
all
doing?
right. Bring that right in front of
Thank
you,
you.
man. Bring
Yeah.
that,
Talk right down the
Talk
barrel.
right
of
down
that
the
thing.
barrel.
It's
Yeah.
we're gonna miss you if you're not in front of it. But yeah, so we
You know
got
how you drink
yeah,
the barrel? Get
Right
right,
down
in the
the-
center of that
No
barrel.
problem.
Yeah.
We'll do
right
it.
down the
There you
right
go.
down the
Duckle,
barrel.
duckle.
But we got more.
Yeah,
But
and
wait,
there's
there's more.
There's more. We got the endo vibe going on today, man. Rob's with us. Rob, welcome, man. Welcome back to the Man Cave.
Thank you for having me back, my guy.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
it's always good to have you around. Just for your voice alone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Every time I go off about his voice every time.
That's what I said last time. I said I'm not going to talk anymore. I got
Man.
Jamie here. I got Chief
Yeah,
here. I got
no,
these
yeah.
voices. I can't
No.
compete.
No.
I have to boost my voice to.
But,
Yeah,
so,
right
yeah,
there,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, the endo vibe. You got the water.
Yes.
Now we got some cheesecake in front of us.
Yes, yes.
So what's the latest,
Cheesecake.
Rob? What's the latest and greatest adventure you're on here?
Man, I want to send y'all this little commercial. I just
Oh, for the
body groomer.
manscaping.
It's called Go Nuts, Go Big.
Oh boy.
Is it? It's a manscaper called Go Nuts.
Man, it's a body groomer. It's actually type of like it's universal. I'm so mad I didn't bring it.
Oh yeah,
I was really looking forward
We
to putting
could've
some
shaved
stuff on
each
my
other.
nuts tonight.
It's pretty
Taking
dope.
off.
If I could send you the commercial, you can put it up there. Maybe.
We'll link it. We'll link it.
I could try.
I can link it. Yeah, you can link the. You can
Yeah,
link
yeah.
it.
we can
Oh, I'll
link
link
it.
it in there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but
Mission
it's-
accomplished.
It's about the size of a tennis ball or smaller, man. And it has two head cutters.
Uh huh.
It has two head cutters. One of them is a single shave header.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
you have a three-headed shave header. But when I say you can go nuts with it, that's why we called it.
So
You know,
the three-headed,
It's,
the three-headed one, is that what you call them?
Does it vibrate a lot while
Yeah.
it's shaving
It's-
too?
and you can use it in the tub. The shower is waterproof.
Okay.
Not,
All right.
not water resistant.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to be waterproof
Mhm,
than water
mhm.
resistance. People, water resistant could take a little water and it still take.
Yeah,
Waterproof
yeah.
can be submerged in it and still run.
All right.
And I think it's great just on a run for men and women, but like women, I know y'all tired of y'all men hairy think things down there. And this is the cure for it. It's called Go
This is
Nuts.
getting man cavier by the minute.
Yeah. Like
We said it's a
you can
podcast for
literally-
everybody.
Yes, it is.
I don't know about today.
I take care of business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We
I'm gonna
represent
find a way.
everybody
Pause,
here.
pause,
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying?
All right.
I gotta say,
I know I'm
pause
with
a
you.
little bit.
I'm with
But-
you. I'm with you.
But what I am saying is it's a great product. It's a new way of cutting though. I mean, you know how some of those shavers can kind of, just go wild. It
Yeah.
leaves no nicks, no
Okay.
cuts. So in your sensitive areas,
No nicks and cuts is a good thing.
that is key.
It is.
That is
Sensitive
key.
areas.
You know what I mean? Them sensitive areas, you want to kind of, you can kind of go nuts with it,
yeah.
and it comes with it on.
That's where the
charger.
go nuts part comes
I'm
in.
actually glad he
You
didn't bring it
go
in. This is so much more fun. I'm glad he didn't bring it in.
theater of the mind.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
man, it's a cool.
Flannel
item,
shirt's
man.
getting warm.
Literally.
I'm wearing
Shave
a
off one
sweater.
eyebrow.
Yeah.
Shave off one eyebrow just to prove a point, right?
There you
Right.
go.
The first 50 colors.
Yeah.
No, it's a unique way, and it's been flying off the shelves.
All right.
Man, tell you
Sweet.
the truth.
All right.
my guy Landon, who created it. Man, it's a great guy, and we've been talking, and he wanted me to come aboard with him with the Go Nuts Go Bear body groomer.
Go Bear.
Yeah, it's been redesigned to just be comfortable for the male.
So
What shelves is it flying off of? Where can you get it?
Man, you can get it. Actually, it's been selling online like crazy. He just came out with it. We have some contenders to be put on some shelves.
So we'll put some links.
You know how
We
you
need some
just dial
shelves,
in and see where you can go with it first, right? And then the right store. It'll be y'all guys will know, but it's been flying off the shelves.
All right, so I'll have you send me a link, and we'll link all that up in
I have a link for you
the
too.
show
I'm
notes.
gonna definitely send it to you. Actually, right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the Endo Vibe, right? That's been going for a while.
Yeah.
And, so the Endo Vibe is a dispensary in the Ann Arbor area, Ypsi Ann Arbor area.
It's actually in Adrian. We that's the headquarters.
All right.
Don Lofton, the founder and the CEO, man, he's from Adrian.
I love Adrian. My aunt was a nun, and the mother house is there.
Yeah.
The Dominican nuns. So I would be down in Adrian, seeing her, and there's a bunch of cool little restaurants and stuff. Adrian's a hip little town, man.
No, it's cool. You got to get to know it. You know what I mean? You got to get to know the people to see how cool it is. Because if you're not really,
there's this one little
steampunk
steampunk kind of burger bar place. And
you've been
there's a cool Irish pub.
Where am I?
You've been there. I know you've been there.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Been there too.
No,
but the Endo
cool,
Vibe
man.
is in Adrian, right?
Yes, and we're expanding right now.
Yeah.
We're full lateral, so we have cultivation too. We're not just a dispensary, but
what differentiates your dispensary? Somebody comes in, is what's going to be different, better than other dispensaries when they come into?
And don't say the staff.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I mean, well, we would have to say the staff, right? Because
And that's why I was kidding.
you have all these brands, right?
Yeah.
No, I get it. You have all these brands, and when they can be education, so we don't have bud tenders. We have endo experts,
bud tenders,
right? So endo experts would have to actually know what the customer wants. So if you're trying to find something similar, but you can never find it, we have the greatest endo experts that can point you actually in the right direction. And our customer to client, our employee to client, like our customer service is top notch.
So I'm out of the loop on that.
I'm
Endo,
gonna give you a little ranking though.
So a bud tender, an endo expert. What is endo? Is that part of the? What is endo?
What is endo?
Yeah. Is that just your name? Is that just the brand?
It's Endo Vibe is the name of the dispensary.
Okay.
So I mean, what endo.
I didn't know if it was like a different name for part of the plant or something. So
He's too
yeah,
old.
it is.
Okay. So what's endo?
I mean,
what is it? What is endo? I don't know.
He's too old for those
as
Dr.
far as
Dre. He wasn't right. He was too old for those Dr. Dre albums and all that Snoop Dogg when it all came out.
Name for some.
It's a slang. It's more slang for
some cannabis.
Okay,
but it ain't. It's
all
not.
right.
It's slang
All right.
because it's being shortened, right?
Yeah.
So endocannabinoids.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's really a longer
endocannabinoids.
word. Yeah.
All right, I got. That's what I wanted to know.
You have that in
I'm
your
an old
body,
man.
though,
Get
right?
off my lawn. Tell me what to give me. Get off my lawn. But give me the information before you go.
So everyone have their own endocannabinoids actually in their body.
Right.
So so actually when you light that cannabis up, that actually matches up with your body. That's why people love it so much.
All right. I just always liked the name. I just never understood it.
Yeah, we short slang the endo. You know what I mean?
All right. So I cut you off. You said there's expansion.
Yeah, there's some expansions and stuff going on, man. We're empowering some other dispensaries and looking to make moves to make them into endo.
All right.
We just recently popped open Superior Buds in Battle Creek, powered by endo.
Okay.
So there's partnerships that are happening with other distilleries at the same time to expand the Endo Vibe brand.
Yeah. Right now, like I just want to give you a little ranking. I don't know if it matters or not, but we're in the top 5% in Michigan.
Okay.
Our dispensary and cultivate. Not only that, we're like the 13th or 14th dispensary out of 700 and some. So we've been doing, I guess pretty nice on the end as far as pushing a brand.
That'll
and
keep the lights on.
Yeah, we have our own little recipe, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that make it attractive for some big wigs that want to come along and trying to get into that pot a little bit. Right?
All right.
So, but Don, he's a strategic dude, man, and that's where he's from. He's from Adrian, so he know the landscape, and he not only does the dispensary too, but he has a car dealership out there, Mighty Motors, and he also got a lot of properties in Adrian. So that's like,
so he's diversifying, is what it sounds like.
Definitely diversifying.
Although you probably shouldn't go too heavy on the endo before you shave your balls.
Well,
way to bring it full circle there. Bring it full circle.
You might be real relaxed.
Yeah. You may want to relax for that process. All right.
Well, you'll know why you missed the spot.
See, but it's also like if you have a lady friend,
always go back for more.
You don't have to worry about your lady friend.
Yeah.
So if you got a lady friend, like, let me try it.
Yeah.
On you. You can sit back and just let her go to work. You know? Look, that's all I'm saying.
I like where your head's at.
She mad, you ain't got to worry playing no games. But you know what I mean? So
it's not like you're not handing her a straight raver saying, "Hey, can you help me out, honey?" That's scary.
You could.
I mean, those might be those type of occasions where
she'll bob at you.
Be a little freaky, lady.
That's so people say, what is the weirdest radio?
Like grooming you though.
People say, what's the weirdest radio story you have? I'm at 92 on the Edge in Lansing.
How long ago was
that?
That?
That was in 92.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I was doing the overnights. And so I'm wrapping up my show. And then I'm doing some production. The morning show's off and running. And their guest comes in, right? John Wayne Bobbitt.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So he was doing a tour.
You talking about the Lorena Bobbitt dude?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, no. It gets better.
Chop.
So I'm sitting there because they're in the morning show studio. So I'm just in the other studio. He hasn't gone in to talk to them yet. And I'm just sitting there working. I'm like,
wait,
okay.
He's in person?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even better.
You asked him the
There's
question.
No Zoom in 92.
No, I'm sitting.
You didn't ask him the question.
Let him finish.
Okay.
I want to get to where this is going.
Let him go.
I'm sitting there working, and this is the days of reel to reel and razor blades and scissors. So there's razor blades and scissors on this table because I'm cutting tape and splicing things together.
Wow.
This is old school radio. And all of a sudden I hear snip, snip. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Snip, snip. And I look down, there's a pair of scissors in my lap, and somebody's going snip, snip in front of my crotch with a pair of scissors. John Wayne Bobbitt is holding a pair of scissors in front of my crotch going snip, snip, thinking he's the funniest mofo on the planet. And I'm like, what the hell?
Welcome to my world, dickhead. Wait a minute. Too soon?
And I'm like, if anybody on the planet knows it's not funny, it's got to be you. That is my craziest radio story right there. I think I told him to go fuck himself and to get the hell out of my studio.
As long as I have known you, I have never heard that story.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think
anything can top that one.
Scissors over your crotch. Well,
oh my God!
Snip.
So when he started talking about that, the shit would go nuts with the shaving. That's the first thing that always comes to mind.
Well, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
There's a lot of commercials.
Autographed John Wayne Bobbitt picture.
Go nuts or scissors.
That's it.
No, it's gonna be a Christmas card that says snip snip. That's what you want.
Snip, yeah.
Hey, I would have been tripping.
I was
man.
like,
what?
yeah, I know.
Like that's freaky right there.
And so I didn't talk to him. I told him to get the hell out. So
for real?
Yeah, it's like, get the hell out of my studio. I go wait for them over there.
Yeah,
wow,
dude.
man.
Like he probably does that everywhere. Because I would have asked him the question, though, man.
Yeah.
Well, that was the morning show's job.
Yeah,
the morning show.
That was their job.
I was
working.
I wasn't live. I'm just back in. I'm just back editing tapes.
What?
Yeah.
The DJs, the morning show clowns, the zany zoo crew had to ask him that question. That was their job.
Are you for real?
Yeah, man? He just came up out of nowhere. I knew he was in the
joke
building.
for one.
Wait.
And
You were doing overnights. So how long have you been up at that point?
Oh yeah. So
right?
I had driven to Lansing,
right,
East Lansing,
from
Sterling
Heights,
yeah,
probably,
and then
St. Clair Shores
then.
Yeah. No, I was still a single guy. I was still living. St. Clair Sterling Heights at the time.
Sterling Heights, yeah.
And yeah, so
Clinton
so
Township.
I'm and I did an 8-night overnight, and I'm trying. I had another hour of production to do before I could drive home. And, snip snip. I'm like, what the actual? And yeah, so that was funny. But
Wow.
yeah, so that's
stuff we didn't expect tonight.
yeah.
John Wayne Bobbitt
So
stories.
we're catching up with Rob, and Rob, it's always good to catch up, man. But we want to try this Peerless Rye is what we want to do tonight.
Yes,
we
we
want
do.
We're gonna get into this. I promised you honey, but we're going with the rye instead. So
how did this end up in your possession, sir?
Colleen and I were driving up from Florida. We drove down to see my mom in Florida, and driving, Kentucky's on your way through. And I'm like, damn it, I haven't been to the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, but I want to stop and I want to pick up something that I can't get in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went into, it was a big box off of the freeway liquor store.
Yeah, the one that everyone goes to.
Yeah,
the barn, liquor barn.
Yeah, yeah. And
Right?
so I pop in there, and actually, they had Penelope, and they were doing tastes of Penelope, which is just
tied to the railroad tracks.
It's hitting, it's hitting Michigan now. It's actually, it's kind
I've
of
never
pretty.
heard of
I just got a sample Penelope. A friend of mine got that, and he goes, "Here, try them." Like, what is this? So
Yeah.
he sent it home to me. Go, here, try this.
It's nice.
What
It's
is it?
Penelope. It's a bourbon. Yeah.
Yes.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It's just hitting Michigan. So it's they're pretty. They're like the name. They're pretty.
Okay.
But I tried the Penelope, and I was like, but I want to bring something home that you can't get, that you know of, but you can't get in Michigan. And I saw the Peerless, and so I grabbed it. I love the bottle because it reminds me of like an old timey, like a electric from you see the people with the
It
electric.
looks like a condenser almost, if you will.
something.
It's like,
But the shape of the bottle, if you look at it, didn't really change much when Peerless first came out. If you look back in the history of it, it was very similar, just a little squattier.
yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to pick up the look at that. We'll get back to the cheesecake after we do the bourbon. You can tell us all about the
Bourbon,
cheesecake.
then sugar. All right.
Yeah. So I picked that up. It was about it was like mid 80s with tax. It was like just over $90.
And that's
for
because
the bottle.
I'm looking at Breaking Bourbon, and they're saying that the MSRP on this is about $1.25, but that was back in 2017.
Okay, I've been sitting on this for 2-3 years.
Okay.
I bought this.
Oh, okay.
We've been doing the man cave for like 7 years.
Yeah, we have actually
7 years, something like that. 2017 was our first episode.
But there's something I didn't know about Peerless is just the ownership, right? Because it was rebranded. And Spencer, you were talking about this. It was it the Corky and
It was Corky is the great grandson of the original owner. They started that until Prohibition, when it shut down, and somewhere right after Prohibition it shut down and didn't open up until 2014.
Right, because it was reborn in 2014.
Correct. Yeah, not sort of rebranded, but it was the same name. Right. It was
Right.
just reborn. Yes.
But they had was Corky and Carson Taylor, right?
Yes.
And they had bought the original distillery from the 1800s.
Yeah, the original building.
Yeah, when it was reborn. And that's 2014 is when they did that. But then 2 years later, they came out with their first rye. And that's what we're going to be trying tonight, which is actually really cool.
It's great to go down there because it's different than it's like.
So you've been there?
Yes, I've been there. So it's on the trail itself, but it's in town. You can walk to it.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you're staying in town, just walk to the edge of town, right in Louisville.
Okay.
So you walk in town and you go right into the distillery. Nice small tasting area, little shop, and then you can take a whole tour of the distillery.
As of 6 months ago, the price of this bottle at the distillery is $84.99
Okay.
All right.
for
And then
this rye.
tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was 2017, the MSRP that I had mentioned. So.
And the couple of reviews I read did mention that it was too expensive for how young it's gotten. It was, but it's gotten cheaper and older as time has gone on.
Sure.
Okay.
So
Getting more approachable, because I showed you, I sent
Competition.
you, I was at a tasting of something, and I sent you a picture of the bottle, and it was like $107, and you're like, that looks interesting. I'm
not
glad you're gonna take
$107
this.
interesting.
Not $107 interesting. So what's your limit? What's your ceiling on buying a bottle? For
I was going to an event, a Christmas party the other day, and I'm like, I'm setting my limit at $70, and I grabbed an Old Forester Prohibition.
Perfect.
Nice.
At like 64.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's about as high as I'll go as a gift, even. But
Right.
I'll probably buy my brother $100 bottle of Knob Creek somewhere.
Special
that kind of thing. Yeah.
circumstances. Yeah.
I did pay $100 for this for that Basil Hayden 2x2,
Yeah.
which I've never seen on a liquor store shelf.
Okay.
But I bought it out of a bar.
Okay.
I said that's not open yet. I want that right off the shelf, and so I know I overpaid. But that's kind of what I was
That's
for
bar
the
prices.
novelty of it. Yes.
That's bar prices.
You got lucky. I tried to do that in Kentucky, and they wouldn't sell me the bottle.
I happen to know
What's,
the owner of the bar. I texted him, I'm taking that bottle. He goes, I'd leave $100 on the tip. I'm like, okay.
So besides a real special circumstance, Spencer, what's your top end on a bottle? Where will you go?
Gifting wise, right?
Or just for yourself
For
or
yourself?
gifting?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just
For
yeah.
myself, it's probably whatever Michter's costs.
Top end is special or top end is normal? Like I bought a
Normal.
Michter's 10-year, and I have that as like about $150 for that one.
Right, right.
But I bought like Jefferson's Ocean and some of the others for like $87, $88.
I don't know if I'd pull the trigger on 150.
Yeah. I'm not a collector. I'm a drinker.
Yeah.
You know, I buy the bottle and the family all drinks
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know,
Well, yeah. Well, Spencer, you drink them too, you
Yes.
know, and you're very generous. I've been over to Spencer's house a couple times, and he's like, "What do you want?" And Colleen's like, "I guess I'm driving home." Thank you, honey.
So, Jamie, where's your price point at?
Love you. Yeah, I'm there at about the 80. Keep it under the $100 mark. You know, I'm cheap. You know,
you
I'd
say that
like
all
to
the
keep
time.
it under.
you say that all the
so,
time.
so that's your normal 80. Would you splurge at all if you found something special that you wanted?
Oh, it'd have to
obviously
be
this bottle's over 80.
Have
it'd
you
have to be
tasted
so
anything
special.
that was over $100 that you said that's worth over $100 that was better than something you
Yeah.
got for 60 or that you really enjoy for $45 like Elijah Craig or something?
The
Four
one that
Roses Small.
the one that I did, there was a tasting up at Keiko's, and it was really, really nice. But the Old Soul that we had for $80,
Oh my
That,
God,
you know
the
what?
Old
I'll tell you
Soul.
that there's my hypocrisy. That Old Soul bottle was probably the most expensive bottle I ever bought for myself to enjoy, and I will get another one if I can find one for Christmas.
yeah,
The
they
Old
were-
Soul barrel pick that was
Yeah.
How much
delicious.
is that?
that was very
I want to say it was $79,
yeah,
but I could be off. I could be
Yeah.
completely wrong.
It was, but it was worth it.
It was delicious.
yeah, it was great. I took it home. You'll have to come over.
We had one stashed in the studio, but they tend to disappear.
We had two. Matt gave away the first one.
That's the sound of me smacking them.
That was man,
It wasn't me.
It was funny because we were trying them, and it was like a very hazy night. And then the next time we came to the studio, August, they're like, "Oh, cool, the Old Souls," and then we're gonna
I was
try it.
looking forward to it.
We're
the whole,
like ripping the place apart looking for it. And then Matt gets here. He's like, "No, I don't know where it went." And then the Motor City hypnotist came in. He's like, "Oh no, Matt,
I know where it went.
you gave that to me. It's at my house."
It's at my house.
It wasn't me.
I totally forgot that he gave it away.
Because I had been drinking the Old Soul. That's why.
All right, Rob, buying a bottle of liquor. What's your ceiling on a bottle of liquor for the bar at home for you to enjoy on that fancy night for yourself? What's your ceiling on a bottle? Yeah. Have you done anything ridiculous? Not at a bar, not strip club prices. We're not talking that $300 bottle you're buying with
With a
table
sparkle
service
coming out of someone's ass.
That's well worth the $300.
Not that I know anything about that.
It just
No,
it should cost more than sparkles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
So, but
Well,
just
that's a low end.
to bring home, what's your? Do you have a ceiling?
I mean, if I like it and if I know what it is, I don't know. I will pay for something good.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah. I done had some of everything from like my top is tequilas though, right?
Right. And some
And I was-
tequilas, your fine tequilas will get pricey.
Yeah. I done had the MJs, the LeBrons, and the others. MJs is better than LeBrons. I'm gonna
Have you had that Padre?
I think I have
The one with the
Padre,
little skull on the
the
top?
skull.
Oh,
Yeah,
Padre.
yeah,
Oh,
delicious
yeah.
stuff.
Such
I had
Unique,
the Padre.
different.
I mean, I done bought some bottles.
Yeah.
You know, just for the occasion, especially if it's a special occasion, get people over.
Yeah.
You know, not just
tequila
on the
goes
regular, but
Crazy with their bottles too. You get
Yeah,
those.
like on a regular though.
yeah.
yeah, on a regular.
On a regular.
Do you have a ceiling? You're like, I ain't paying that.
Well, I would say on a regular, something if I go to the store, it's like a fifth or like a
A
pint.
fifth.
What do
A
you-
fifth.
okay,
Yeah, fifth.
fifth. Like if it's, I don't know.
I don't. Folks call it. Folks will call it a daily drinker. You know, what are you
Yeah.
going to spend on? You know,
well,
for a
that's
daily
different,
drinker. Yeah.
Or like when it empties, I'm going right back to
Yeah.
get that.
Mhm.
That's an excellent way of putting it. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for. The one that when it's empty, you always want that bottle in the house.
Right.
I mean, I would spend for a fifth. Depends on what.
Yeah, do it.
All right, well,
Man, look,
I-
depends on what it is.
I guess
man.
that's-
I'm
I
not
guess
gonna lie.
I guess it's different. If you say something
It's
that
from
you replace right
it's from
away.
50 to 200.
Yeah.
Right, that's
That's
fair.
fair enough. That's fair. That is fair.
Because there's a lot of brands between
But
50 and
when
200.
when it's
right?
breaking
But you
that
got
for
some good
me,
$50 fit, like $60 fists and tequila. You be like, man, this better
So-
than the
Yeah,
one that's-
exactly.
and when you
yeah.
find that, those are the one you keep around.
Yeah.
That's when you keep
and,
around.
and they're usually the ones that's a little cheaper. That's
that
the
trace
brand.
agaves, I love that trace agaves.
Yeah,
I
there
love
it is.
I love
Yeah.
that trace agave.
You know what I mean? Like it's usually the one that's really a little bit cheaper, but it's still in the high class. But you know,
Yeah, so Matt, you put it accurate. Okay, something that empties that you got to go right back out and buy. So
That
it's
was
like,
August, yeah.
oh, you said it. So it's
Nah,
like
that's what he
I
said.
so it's like
Yeah, he said, yeah.
$200. You're not gonna just go out and quickly just. Oh, I'm just gonna keep going to the store, keep buying that.
Right.
But $50. Okay,
No,
fine.
'cause
I like it. I'll go buy
think
another
about
one.
it.
I can tell you,
If
Woodruff
it's
Woodruff
200
Fry is my dad's.
But look, if it's $200, you're not really just drinking that up that fast.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not.
Because it's $200 because this shot here would do you right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
So
Yeah.
you know if you got two, you good. You can put that boy right back on the shelf.
Mhm.
That's the difference between.
So-
So like we were talking about the beer
Yeah.
before, you said $12 bottles of beer and you just drinking them,
Yeah.
but
Right.
the same price of a bottle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But this Peerless is coming in at what? This Peerless straight rye whiskey is coming in.
And
It's
like,
a little heavy.
was it like 80 MSRP that's since 2017?
It's it's 111.4 proof. That's
Okay.
kind of what you're
All
coming
right.
in at.
Oh,
that's what
That's the number we're coming in on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna
this what
you
this
don't
is
need
right
more
here?
than one or two of those.
That's what we're trying here.
Right.
It's
This is a
small
half
batch.
a shot, right?
It's
Is
a
that what's
sipper.
in there?
I think
It's a
that
sipper.
that
We all
What is
got
that?
it.
That's right here.
We all got
That's
oh,
there.
oh, you
Oh.
switched me up. This is what I
That's
was.
your-
trying to-
that's your
Oh,
tequila up front.
That's your trace
the
agaves, and that's your
All right.
all right.
This is
My
non-chill filtered, strictly sweet mash.
liquor in the front.
Yeah.
There, but I
Water
was
in the
I was
rear.
trying
Barrel
to
proof.
find the mash bill
What?
on the
No
Peerless.
water added.
Why
You
would you
said
even
this is
say
a
that?
hun-
What did you
What?
say? Don't say it again.
you said this is a what? What's the proof?
It's 100
111.
111.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire,
It's
fire.
fire. But
It's not burning my nose.
so you guys
No, it's
didn't
not.
ask me about where my price point.
Oh,
was.
yeah, it is.
Burning the back of my throat.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, and I had a
This
ride to
is
start
gay-
with to clean.
this
up.
just
I'm
made
A bunch
the-
of assholes around the
No, I
table.
was waiting for that. I asked you before. You
This
didn't answer me.
literally
Did
just
I?
Yeah,
made
you didn't
the
answer me.
I'm
nose
sorry.
Really?
hair stand
My
up
apologies.
a little bit.
But I knew it
you
was
said
gonna be. I knew it was
111.
gonna be
This
strong.
can start a car.
Hold
then,
on, we
right?
need a price
Pretty
point
much.
from Matt.
Oh,
Bottle.
Matt.
What's
Oh, we
that?
didn't. Matt, what's
What's
your
that
price
one
point?
liquor everybody drink that they set on for? Ain't that like 100?
Absinthe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a lot more.
That's
than that.
that's
This worse than this.
that's
That's
the
that's the
It's like one-
that's
It's
the
worse
green.
than that.
the 150.
That's
The 150.
Oh, I thought
rum,
that
yeah.
was just 100 proof. What's the 100 proof, boy? That everybody you can still light on fire. It's 100 proof.
Oh,
One of my guys drink that like
You're thinking like
no problem.
151. The Bacardi 151.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's 151 proof. That's the one
Yeah.
everyone lights
Oh,
on fire.
yeah.
They'll put it on napkins and
I'm
ball it
good.
up and juggle it because it burns the alcohol, not the paper. And they sit there.
Yeah.
It's a bartender trick.
Yeah,
He would
Yeah,
know.
151 Bacardi 151.
it burns the what?
It like you'll dip wads of paper towel in it, and then you light them on fire, and you can sit there and juggle them, and the paper doesn't burn. It's just like a people.
Yeah,
it's a bartender
no,
trick.
I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Like
Other guys will do the
I'm
blow
all right.
fire.
No,
They'll,
I'm
blow,
all right.
they'll go outside and they'll blow fire across the bar. You know, that kind
I
of
used
stuff.
to have one of these partners on the Harlem Globetrotters, man. That was his. Like when we went out,
yeah.
I said, bro, I ain't, man, you trying to run down the hallway? Like, dude, that's 151. That's literally starting cars, bro. I don't.
It's brutal. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
But
Sounds
that was
brutal.
his thing to do.
Ooh.
There was the one. What was the shot that was 151 in Shanborg, and you had to light it on fire and drink it through a straw without burning, before the straw would melt.
Was it the B?
Before the straw.
B-24 bomber.
Something like the B20. Yeah, I had a
B-24
name.
bomber.
And the whole idea was to get the straw in there and
Before
drink
the
it before the straw melted.
Oh,
Because it was burning.
And if you stop, then you suck in the smoke. Otherwise,
Yeah. It
oh,
was-
that's wild.
yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
That was the first time I did that was at Baker Streetcar Bar.
Ah, fair enough.
Jesus.
I did
No,
that in
that's
Brazil,
cool.
and my coworker actually stopped and inhaled the smoke. They said, "Okay, until you drink that, you can't get another drink. You have to drink that and say this drink in Brazil, in Portuguese."
All
Never-
right.
never
111.4.
Yeah, never had
No
the pleasure
water
of that.
added. And it looks like every batch and every bottle is going to be different because they don't add water, right?
Well, for a rye, it's awfully dark. I
It-
don't
it-
expect for a rye. Usually the
It
ryes I
is.
see are lighter colored.
So what are you
Right.
getting on the nose? What are you getting on the nose? I'm getting stuff on the nose. I'm getting
Man, my nose. My nose is riding, bro.
Rob, my nose
That's-
I'm curious. Do any of you get banana? off of that?
no.
I definitely got butterscotch was the one thing that I noticed that I could
I was
identify
getting- I
right
was getting
away.
sweet
I
candy.
agree with you, butterscotch.
Yeah, I identified that right away.
I do get a lot of corn off of this.
It was like more. I was getting more like the Werther's candy.
Okay,
In this?
there you go.
Yeah, the Werther's.
But man, it's hot, and so it's
Oh, I
that
get you.
111.
I get you.
It's on the nose, but once you drink it, you lose all that.
So Jamie,
But it's
seemed
a hot
pretty-
rye. It's a hot rye versus a regular bourbon.
it is a hot rye.
111.
That seemed
It's not gonna
pretty
taste as hot.
strong, man.
So let me ask you, Jamie.
I haven't
Do you
sipped
get
it yet.
ethanol on the nose?
No, I wasn't. Not yet.
Gas?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's like
That's why my nose here is standing.
that's
That's
what
what I
alcohol
smell.
is.
Like,
every time
Science.
I'm getting ethanol every time I nose this. And I've
You got the
nosed it.
wider glass? So maybe you got the wider glass.
I do have the wider glass. You're using
So-
the Glencairn, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
I got to
But
bring more Glencairns to the studio.
So real quick, my price point
Yeah.
was whatever the Statesman is. Old
Ah.
Forester Statesman.
All
Yeah.
right. I
That's
think
what's always-
I
that's
think
what's
that's-
always-
At first, I thought you would just say statement. Statement for what bottle?
Yeah.
Statement for any bottle?
Oh, state minimum. Okay, I get it. All right.
Bring me a statesman.
Yeah.
I
I finally saw that Kingsman movie.
Oh
so-
yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
So I think it's going away though. I think the Statesman's going to go away.
Mhm. Well, I have to find something else to put on the shelf.
I know.
No,
All right.
this is a rye that is kind of warm. It's a warm rye than what I'm used to, because the Whistle Pig 10-year rye or what have you. There's not much of a warmth on that one. That's more. I hate to use the S word, but
Everybody
this has
says
got this is more warm for me on the back of my throat.
everybody
you guys?
sipping.
There's a lot going. Yeah,
Yeah, we're sipping.
Yeah. Oh,
Man.
there's a lot in this. I mean, there's
This-
a lot. There's a lot.
Does anyone want to drop an ice cube?
I'll drop an ice cube.
Grab
This,
a big
I
finger
might
bag of
need
ice
one of
cube out
those.
there.
This is 111 proof. Hold on, let me just take it.
This bottle is, yeah.
Let me see what. Let me see.
Anderson. You want a cube?
Goodness.
Grab one out of there. Opens up, changes a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
But it's Spencer, is it sitting on the back of your palate? Have you sipped it yet?
Yes, I've sipped it.
Okay,
Yeah,
how long has it
that's-
been since you had the last sip?
That's dangerous.
Probably less than a minute, but yes, it actually you can feel it. You can feel it in your lips, but not. It doesn't really still burn. You can just feel the warmth on your lips. But then as it goes down, you have that flavor, but it's not a strong flavor. But you just feel the warmth as it comes down. Sort of like what they always say, like the Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
You can really feel that as you're drinking this one.
And the word burn is like a bad connotation. I like the word warmth because it's just kind of sitting on the back, in my throat, warm. It's not
Yes,
burning. It's
correct.
kind of warm.
I'm getting the flavors like near the top of my mouth, more near the front. I'm not getting anything in the back like I normally.
No,
do.
it's a warmth in the back, right in the front. You get the flavor.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. I'm getting ethanol now on the nose.
There
I'm
it is.
Sniffing it again now
Yep.
that I've sipped it. Getting that. August, what about you?
It just,
Is it unique to you?
it's not unique to me. It's just I purposely had a rye on the rocks before this, so this wouldn't taste like it wouldn't just blow my face up, right?
Right.
That was what I was afraid of. I would just have this and be like, oh my god, it's so powerful. It's still strong
Yeah.
and tastes strong to me
Yeah.
after having what was in the cabinet that I tried?
Rittenhouse.
The Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 100 proof. That's bottled and bond. That's
Yeah.
100 proof.
But I had that on the rocks to kind of, and I just kind
Yeah.
of watered it down and just kind of sipped on that for 10 minutes before we started, just so I wouldn't blow my palate up. But I still feel like my palate's a little blown up.
This was in your car, right?
Pardon?
This was in your car.
But you driving around
Yeah.
with this, JB?
So it was a
What do you feel?
little cooler. It was a
All
little cooler than it would have been versus saying warm.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. But it's a young rye at that. It was only bottled for it was only aged for 2 years, before they put it in the bottle. So it's a younger rye.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
color for 2 years.
It really is. I'm just going because that sits on in the back of my throat, the palate, on my palate. It's just weird.
After
I wouldn't go out of my way
How
to buy
long
it again.
it's
Out of our after our
That
conversation
strong.
about price points, this is not the one that I would refill.
No.
Nah.
I'd go back to Rittenhouse over and over.
So-
I'd go back
so
to
would
the
I.
Woodford Reserve, the Woodford Rye,
Oh,
all
yeah,
day.
yeah. Michter's too.
and the Michter's.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
again, I'm not going to throw it away.
Yeah.
I'm not dumping it down the
It's still
drain.
enjoyable.
So-
Are you
Yeah.
getting banana?
that,
Still?
I only said that because I'm looking at breakingbourbon.com.
Yeah.
One of the on the nose, one of the notes was banana.
I didn't. Now
That's why I
that
asked that.
that Jack Daniels bottle and bond,
Yeah.
it's crazy bananas.
Yeah.
It's like all bananas. It's like it's bananas. It's so yeah. But I'm not. I was curious if you were.
Thanks,
getting,
Gwen.
I'm not getting any on this at all.
I was just curious if you guys, because I read that, I'm like, I had to ask.
Yeah. No, I'm not. It's not picking that up at all. Even now that you say it, and I'm susceptible to
Yes, you
suggestions,
are.
and I'm not getting that even on the.
Actually, most of us are. We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
If someone says something, oh yeah, I do taste that.
It tastes like ass. Yeah, I can taste that. You've
When was
tasted
the
ass
last time you
before?
tasted ass?
It's
Correct.
well, it's a little personal. I had a troubled youth. All right.
People ask me why I don't like Metallica, and I always say because I had a great childhood.
Joking. All right, fair play.
I think some cheesecake can follow this, man.
Yeah.
This stuff right here,
That's
man.
We'll have to try the Peerless
Yeah, what is
bourbon
this?
next.
What is this cheesecake all about?
yeah.
That cheesecake, man. That's some delicious cheesecake there,
Yeah.
brother. We make
Some rainbow bright
some
cheesecake here.
award-winning cheesecake, man. My guy Sean, man, it's Sean.
Is
Brizzle.
it just straight up cheesecake? Is it there's not infused with anything or anything?
Oh no,
That's-
that's
I know you have
cheesecake.
to worry. Make sure it's not Indo cheesecake.
You're not feeding me hash brownies
That's-
here.
It ain't made with
That's definitely
Okay, you beat me to
straight
it.
up.
no weed butter.
I
You got to make sure.
But we do make those, though.
Yeah.
He can't make those.
I know who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
I gotta ask.
No, but I wouldn't lay Sean like that without Sean knowing. You know
Right,
what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
It's a school night. I got a drug test this
Not
week.
for me.
Right.
No, I don't. They don't drug test teachers anymore. They
What?
probably should.
Probably should.
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
God I'm going to retire. All right, fair play.
Yeah, but the cheesecake
Maybe.
is
Maybe.
a couple locations, one in Briarwood Mall,
Okay.
and one in Toledo. And we deliver a lot in Madison Heights. We had a location there. We still looking for another one that way, but we deliver all over Madison Heights.
That's great.
Have some country clubs all the way out to Howell, even to Grand Rapids. Delivery. I just came back from Alabama. I'm going to start a hub in Alabama. They pretty much love the cheesecakes. So I just sent some out there like about 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, sent a bunch out there. Just creating hubs for the cheesecake.
So
All
we
right.
start with
24
weed,
cheesecake.
then we go to shaving balls, and then we end up with cheesecake. I cannot wait to hear what you're going to pull out for the fourth, for the fourth quarter of this
Who wouldn't want
podcast.
some dessert after grooming your body, just sitting up, yeah, nice little cheesecake sitting back, you know. All I'm saying, it's a few things going on, man. Just entrepreneur, man, the business,
Come on.
the life after the game, right?
Yeah.
That's
there
pretty
you go.
much what it is. Staying afloat and staying busy.
Can't open a
That's
car
what it is.
dealership anymore. All the pro, they used to there's so many, former pro athletes would open a car dealership, but the big car crash of like probably 8 years ago,
Well,
and it's like nobody
cut
can
them all
open a
out.
dealership
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah. So it's
Well,
like, yeah.
No, they can open them. You just have to go through the cars.
There's a lot. There's a
Yeah, you have-
there's a lot to do.
A dear
There's a
friend
lot
of
of
mine
red
that you all
tape.
met, they lost their dealership during
Yep.
the car crash, and
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of red tape, but
Oh.
you can actually get it.
But you said life after the game. Is that used to be the life after the game? Now they're flooding the
Mel
a
Bar
lot of-
superstar.
A lot
All
of
the
sports
commercials.
guys still just work there, or
Yeah.
just high end executive or something.
they're all flooding the announcing market, right? They're all flooding radio.
yeah.
And they're becoming they're all becoming announcers. It's like, hey, how about you let the wimpy journalists keep their jobs, right?
Advertising,
You know,
at the
they're
gambling
stealing-
networks.
They're stealing all the
They
wimpy
actually been-
journalist jobs.
They actually been they've been working on journalism and doing
Yeah.
that stuff. It's just more opportunities now, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got a brand. Everybody
Oh.
got fans. So
Oh my God, yeah.
it was just here. If you're on this show, you will be seeing it.
Yeah.
Not on these shows. You won't be like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Unless you're Al
Yeah.
Michaels and you lose your job to CBS.
Right.
I mean, you got a fan base. You can
Yep.
create it. You create
That's
it.
I
Right.
just
Well,
you get
my-
a successful podcast.
My favorite comment
Or
during the
NBC, I
draft,
think it was.
during the football draft, was about Stetson Bennett, right? Wins 2 national championships in a row from Georgia, and they're like, "Yep, he's probably not going to play pro, but he's never going to buy a beer again in the state of Georgia, and he's going to open up Stetson Bennett."
Something.
Chrysler Dodge Jeep. That's his future. It's
Yeah.
not going to be holding a clipboard in the NFL. And I thought that was the best draft analysis I had ever heard
Oh my God,
about a
that's so
quarterback.
funny.
So he had 2 national championships, but he's just going to be an Atlanta hero for the rest of his life.
Right,
That's great.
right.
Great life. I take it.
Oh yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah.
I mean, from a sports thing, sports people, they just love that's like, they set you up to break you down.
Oh yeah. It's well, I mean how many kids are playing different sports to make it to college, to make it to semi-pro and pro.
Right.
It's such this number is so small. And then after the game, what happens after the game, right? And it's not everybody's equipped for it, right? Not everybody has the drive for it. You got the drive, man. You got the hustle. I admire your hustle.
Man, appreciate it,
I think you're one of the few people in the world work harder than me.
Man, we all gotta work. We gotta work, man.
Yeah.
I'm going back in for the
grind.
secondary taste now that my face is adjusted to it.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want to go again?
I'm still on the
You're
first
still
one,
working on
dude.
for round one.
Yeah,
Want to pass that cubes over?
and I kind of changed how I was drinking it. So this one's gonna go back.
Actually, the cube kind of opened it up a little bit for me.
Yeah.
Whew,
throw a cube in there.
Yeah,
Man.
throw kids.
I
It's
may
a
need
different.
another one.
It's a different experience.
I did throw one. I just not it.
throw two.
Well, not everybody's a rye person. Rye whiskeys are a different. They're a different animal.
Yeah.
It could taste a little thicker the second time around after tasting it. You get the heat off of there. Just it tastes a little thicker.
Thicker.
Yeah.
Are you chewing on it thicker or okay?
Yeah, you know some of them are a little thicker.
This right here. Yeah.
No, because
It's like Christmas.
Like when they made this, somebody was like, "Oh, how could you be like, oh, this is the taste we're looking for?" Like how could you?
Well, we've
like-
interviewed those people, and we've talked to them like, "This is the taste we're looking for." It's like, and being able to replicate it over and over and over again is their
That's
genius.
wild.
Like when you thieve it from the barrel and you taste it.
Oh,
strong, straight from the barrel.
Yep. It's and this it says right on there, no water added. So this is
distilled at this proof,
coming in hot and heavy.
Yeah,
basically essentially barrel proof, but just matches.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not terrible, but this is something I wouldn't want to keep. I wouldn't keep this on my shelf at all times. I would play around with it like Screw, Marry, Kill.
Screw, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, this has that occupies that space that rotates.
Yeah,
so
this is in my
I would like to
rotation.
try to make this in an old fashioned
Fearless.
with the
You know what?
sweetness and the spice.
Yeah.
That's a whole different animal. Yes, and we're not doing it that way.
but
But I get it. I get it.
But this right here,
Spencer, with you.
this wouldn't be enjoyable like when it's
Very
really cold
personal.
out.
Yeah.
You sit there like later December and January when it's really cold. You want a little warmth.
Yeah.
You know, like you get the little Kentucky hug. Like I said,
Do you want that
warm
Saint
up.
Bernard to have this around his neck instead of a bottle of rum?
I think
when
so.
it finds you in the Yukon.
Right.
Come here, boy. Come here. No, but
Staple of our childhood. Why does that dog have a barrel of rum around its neck? In cartoons when we watch when we were kids.
No, if there was something that if I was looking at a menu and I would see this, I'm like, you know what, I would mess around with it, but I wouldn't bring it home. That's just me personally.
I'm glad it's going to be on my shelf, but I don't know if I'd replace it once it's gone.
Yeah, I agree. This is a great bottle to have in your rotation, and that
So that's the Rye.
$100 spot. You know,
now, Spencer, you've had the bourbon from Peerless.
Yes.
Comparatively, do you which did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the bourbon more than just the rye?
I enjoy bourbon more than rye in general.
Okay.
Usually rye has that little bit more spice from the rye itself. The bourbon from Peerless was a lot smoother, a little sweeter, but it's a very smooth bourbon. Like I said, we'll have to open that one up and try that next time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll have to do a compare and contrast. We may bring them back.
well, let's bring this back when we do our all right taste testing.
Right,
Try a bunch of rye whiskeys.
Yeah, it'll be towards the end of the thing, so it'll blow our heads off.
Well,
You know, even though it's
actually, I like it better than if it's in the middle. She's not going to know. Whoever our taster isn't going to know, and it'll just we can figure it out. Whoever's pouring blind for it, we can figure it out.
as long as the range of proof is not drastic when you sit there doing blind. You don't want to sit there and go, here's 85, here's 90, here's 111.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do over a night.
Correct.
Right? You don't want to start off at the hottest one.
Correct.
And then work your way back. You want to start early and then work your way up. Right.
Yeah. But hey, it's a blind, so we don't know. We won't know.
We won't know.
No.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks everybody who's like the people are liking the
Thank you.
smiley faces.
Thanks,
and
Larry.
all kinds of stuff.
Thanks, Wayno.
That's it, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all those podcast things in all the podcast places. Rob, what's a one-stop shop for Chief One Love?
What's a one-stop shop?
Yeah, is there like the Instagram? What's up with Insta, right?
No,
People,
yeah,
that's a good. You're active on your Insta, right?
Yeah, Chief One Love on all major social media
There you go.
services, and Robert Griffin on Facebook, and you can I think you can put Chief in there too. I think it brings me up.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you put it on there, but That's what I'm on.
All right. All right.
You
So
know?
Chief One Love there.
What's
on,
the name of the shaver again?
Oh yeah, man! Y'all make sure y'all go to check out the Go Nuts, the Go Nuts body groomer. Man.
I love it.
I'm 12 years old.
I
I'll
gotta
giggle
come back.
every time.
I gotta actually come back and bring that so we
Ah.
can
Before or
actually.
after the 111 proof.
Are we gonna
That's
do
it,
a
you know what I
live
mean?
in studio demonstration?
And then we
No,
rock,
no, you pump the
then we
brake,
rock paper,
pause.
scissors.
Pump,
who gets
pump
shaved.
your nut shaving brakes.
Pause. That's a big pause. I don't know who. I don't know who's gonna volunteer for that one, but it definitely ain't gonna be cheap. I won't be here, show.
Oh, rock paper
Not
scissors
raising
for
his
it.
hand.
I just
All
put my
right.
hand up.
So
I don't let myself
We might
get in a
have to
position
bring-
where I can be demonstrated on.
No, pause.
Welcome to my life.
I take care of business.
Oh my goodness.
You have your armpit up there. Yeah, like we do this. I don't know about any ball action.
Yeah.
Pause.
Just try it on the head right here.
Because on the arm, I got a very furry arm. We can do my
There
very
you go.
furry
All
arm.
right, fair
You
enough.
know what I'm
We'll,
saying?
we'll do the head. You know.
Yeah, something simple. You know what I mean?
All right, Spencer.
Or
Thanks
bring
for
in a model
jumping
or
in,
something, and you know, have them do.
Yeah,
It, you
plus,
know,
plus a surprise to have both you gentlemen here tonight.
man, appreciate you
Thank
guys
you.
for having
All
me
right,
here.
cheers.
man.
That host
Cheers.
over there, that
Cheers.
guy's name is Jamie Flanagan.
Hey, I'm Matt
Yeah.
Fox, and that is
Cheers.
August Gitschlag.
That's who I am.
All right, you guys.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.